expecting for Bitcoin when it comes to potentially more balance sheets to add Bitcoin this year?
Well, Bitcoin needs a shot in the arm, essentially, from network effects, because we're seeing less activity than we are elsewhere. So you need to drive new participants into the space. One thing I do know is institutions are coming into the space, but I think it's switching a little bit from the direct Bitcoin access to VC access and hedge fund access and other ways. So I do think we'll see some more balance sheet stuff, but the problem is the accounting laws still don't help. So for gap accounting in the US particular, they have to mark it to worst price. And so it's a real nightmare on a balance sheet. So until that gets resolved, we won't see many more corporations do it. On the flip side, we're seeing all the banks building crypto businesses, and of which Bitcoin is the predominant one, Bitcoin and ETH again. So I do think the banks will have them not in their balance sheets essentially, but in their trading books. And I think we will see more pension funds and institutional investors. And I think this year might be the year of the Sovereign Wealth Fund. You know, it would be really surprising if Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Kuwait, I think Singapore already has it on their balance sheet. Saudi, I think. There's a whole bunch of these that I think will start doing it. They've already been doing VC investments in the space. I think they'll start coming into the space in terms of physical ownership of Bitcoin.
You said that Bitcoin was in this supermassive black hole. The narrative will continue to grow for 18 months. And I was like, 18 months is quite specific. What happens after the 18 months? And the 18 months will be around March. Was there an intention behind March 2022, or was it more frequent?
No, it was actually around the previous Bitcoin halving cycles and how long they last for. And previous price charts suggested that around March would be the peak, but that whole pattern fell apart in December. So everybody was expecting the rally. Market loves pain. It chooses to do the opposite for this lack of network growth and a bunch of this other things. So therefore it kind of suggests that the structure of the halving cycles has changed. And I think that's probably right. And I think the downside will be less. Maybe we're in a bear market, and maybe the bear market is down 30, 40, 50%, as opposed to down 80%, which is the previous ones. Maybe the cycles are shorter. I've looked at Amazon in the past. It used to start with big violent swings, down 95%, then down 80%, down 60%, and then it just did this. It just went up. I kind of think that's what network adoption looks like. The more people come onto the network, the less downside there is. Yes, it doesn't spike as high, but the uptrend is stronger and the cycles tend to be shorter. So that's kind of my working hypothesis right now. We'll have to see how it plays out. But I kind of think the cycles are shorter and less steep.